If you're a struggling YouTuber who takes this platform seriously, then my friend, this video is for you. Today is exactly 1 year since I uploaded my first video. And I have uploaded one video a week, maybe more, consistently, every week. Except in the beginning when I took a vacation for 2 weeks, and then again when my daughter was born. I have poured my heart and my soul into my 52 videos, and countless hours of editing have gained me 145 magnificent subscribers. I know the pains of organic growth and the point where you feel like this is just not working. Yeah? So I'm gonna tell you about my story and what I've learned, what my mistakes are, and my strategies for the future. This might be a long video, but I will try to jam back as much wisdom in it as I can. I could probably split this video into many other videos, but I don't want to become that YouTube content creator channel, you know what I mean? I have added some timestamps, so feel free to skip to the part that's relevant for you. But I do want to analyze and record my journey here on YouTube, so maybe I can help you as well. And at any point, if you have any ideas or tips or feedback, please do leave them down in the comments below. I will read all of them. All of them. So grab a cup of coffee or tea and some snacks, get cozy, put your feet up on the wall, and let's get started. First, a bit about me so you know what mindset that you're dealing with. Because it's not only important to take a look at the channel, but the creator behind the channel as well. I'm the type of guy who gets excited easily. Easily excited. New, fresh idea of something and I'm on it. But I lack persistence. And that's why usually all my projects fail. I think I have not ever completed any successful project, personal project. On work I'm doing okay, but in personal projects, never. That being said, I have made 2 YouTube channels before, which I have deleted because of the broken promises to myself and the shame of being a failure. But right now I'm actually really regretting deleting them because it would have been so interesting to see the analytics now. Here's a tip. Acting out of emotion is very, very dangerous. Let me just quickly tell you about these channels. First was a gaming channel back in 2011 where I just did no commentary let's plays. A video gaming channel. It was really clever in a way because I just didn't want to run around aimlessly in video games but act it out as it was a movie, like I was telling a story. Like every move I made in a video game had to be calculated and had to be done over and over again to get that maximum cinematic effect. I wanted to tell the story of the game I was playing. You're seeing a couple of shots of the video that I worked really hard on. I even added my own branding watermark because I was so confident of the quality that what I was making. I gained some 4 subscribers after a month, who were all my friends. But producing videos one after the other took time out of my life where I could instead actually enjoy the video games that I played, and I wanted to run around mindlessly and just waste time. So, boop, delete the channel. Second channel around 2015 was a bit more serious. You see, I approached it with a plan. Big brain time now. I had decided that I will become a video game developer and I will document my journey of becoming one. I was on fire for 2 months, waking up at 6 o'clock and working on my game program for a bit, then off to work as a programmer, and then coming back home then to make videos about how I was progressing in my code, what languages I used, what programs I used, all that game dev business. Now, since I had a tighter niche, my YouTube channel actually grew organically up to 40 subscribers in 2 months. And if you've been on YouTube for long enough, you know that that's not a small number in the beginning. And I think almost like only 7 of them were actually my friends and family. But soon, after waking up so early, it just got harder and harder, man. The spark from my eyes and the excitement from my voice was just gone. I was struggling so hard to come up with ideas because I just wanted to play video games, and peeking behind the scenes, behind the program, was taking the magic out of them. So, boop, delete the channel. Now, I had also made a big mistake of telling everybody I knew that I was gonna be the next Hideo Kojima, you know, which is like a Da Vinci of video games. And it sucked disappointing all of them, especially myself. Tip: keep your dreams to yourself in the beginning. But I love technology, and creating something in this age of social media is so seemingly easy. And I did want to have my own blessed little corner of internet. Bless you, internet. So, 2019. I had a child on the way. I was generally okay with life. Not truly happy, but okay with life. But now I was struggling with video game addiction, and I knew I had to get my shit together for my little one. I had to break this habit of quitting my projects before they're done. For my own self-respect, you know. No more dreaming and more doing. But what? I knew I wanted to make a channel that radiated positivity. So here were my parameters if I was gonna create the channel again. I was not going to stop until I had given it my all. My all, my absolute all, my blood, sweat and tears. It will have to be positive, as I will be thinking about it constantly, living it, breathing it, and probably for years. So channels that deal with criticism and negativity were out. Although I do enjoy watching them, I'm only human. It will help others become better, wiser, happier, you know, have positive impact on the world. Leave your good legacy. Right? And finally, it will help me get better, wiser and happier, have positive impact on me. Simple as that. I want to become better. Now, these things are important to me. Then it hit me. Just be myself. Wait, but who am I? Well, that's the question, that's the journey. Let's find out, I said to myself. I was excited yet again for the third time. I love philosophy, I love movies, I love games, I love stories, I love... you guys know I love life. Yeah, let's start telling stories about life. Let's start finding wisdom and common sense in ordinary things. Let's take a look at this world from every angle, with its flaws and limitations. See the ugly and see the nice. Because life is a blessing, and I feel that a lot of people out there are wasting it. Myself included. I had one idea. No matter how bad your life is, you can always turn it around. Pretty much always. Naive little boy, I know. I did not have a clear niche, but oh boy, did I have, and I still have, a burning passion. So I did it. I quit playing video games mindlessly. And I started looking within to bring order and structure to my life and my thoughts. And to put it into stories, and I have not quit, and I'm not even thinking about quitting anytime soon. And I honestly am much happier. Yep, big truth. Lesson time. If you're going to make a YouTube channel, make it as close to you and your heart as possible. You will be spending your years on it. It might as well come naturally. Opposite of being forced like my game dev and gaming channels were. Choose a job you love and you'll never work a day in your life, as they say. Juicy nuggets. With a passion in my heart, now let's get down to business. And I really did. I approached YouTube as a business, as work. Now the basic things I did, I purchased a yearly subscription of TubeBuddy Pro, which helps me pick up the best titles and tags for the best SEO possible. I learned about different camera settings, invested some money into my filming gear, upgrading my backdrop, my sound, my lighting. I did put more focus and energy on my delivery. Then of course I wanted to learn everything about the platform, how the entire system worked, how analytics works, the best ways to make videos, when to upload them, where to make the thumbnails, etc. For that I watched countless hours of content creator channels, and I'm pretty sure you know a few of the names that I'm about to mention. I watched Catherine Manning as Content Bug, Nick Nimmin, Brian G, Roberto Blake, Annie Dubé, Think Media, Shelby Church, Kelly Stamps, vidIQ, Justin Brown, Gillian Perkins, Vanessa Lau, Jevon Borey, and I'm sure many others that I've just forgotten. By the way, which one is your favorite creator channel? I felt that Annie Dubé was the fastest to that point with the tips out of all of them. But after a while the information starts to repeat itself. The most common mantra to be repeated is have great titles, have great thumbnails, have great tags. Here's how your title should look like according to everybody. Catchy, clever, informative, trending, a bit clickbaity, but you know, not lying. not too short, but not over 70 characters, searchable for the algorithm yet in a human readable form. As for your thumbnails, not too cluttered, text on the left, picture of your big pretty face on the right, eye-catching colors, same style and feed of your channel or the mood of your video, clickbaity but not lying, intriguing but not too revealing. You see, it has to be a masterpiece, a Mona Lisa. The thing about art is, it's subjective. One man's trash is another man's treasure. Like, some awesome looking titles and thumbnails don't perform quite as well, while some simpler looking ones just go viral. Lesson: do your best. Spend an hour crafting your titles, your tags, your descriptions and your thumbnails. Give your video the best shot of ranking, but then just don't expect anything. This world does not owe you anything. Just do your best and move on. Don't get stuck in this stressful perfectionist loop. So now I have covered all my basics. I have learned my lessons and I have applied the wisdom over and over and over again. And I can say that I have definitely improved my game since the beginning of the year. I've gotten more confident and I've upped the quality with every video. And that's the one thing you can control and you should focus on, becoming 1% better with every video you make. Try out new editing tactics, see what works, what not. Spend a bit more research on your topic, get to the point faster when it's that type of a video. Have empathy for the viewers and their time. Well, I'm not having empathy for you in this video, but it has to be long. It has to be long. I have to get it all out. It's been a year. Thank you for watching, by the way. Then again, it's more important to have fun and laugh if it's that type of a video. And that's under your control. What is not under your control is the YouTube algorithm. Let's talk about that. Lady Luck algorithm, as Lana calls it, can be a bitch. I have put in TubeBuddy recommended titles, filled the description box with relevant info, timestamps, hashtags, added relevant tags, added other bells and whistles, worked on the thumbnails for over an hour, made my intro catching, had a good retention, yet crickets. I have seen other channels' videos got thousands of views without seemingly no effort. Seemingly no effort. It is so frustrating and it makes you think, does the algorithm really work? It truly feels like a lottery, and I'm pretty sure that it pretty much is a lottery. Every video is just one ticket. The algorithm. People say that the first 2 hours is critical. YouTube watches how much engagement you get, and then if that's successful, it's gonna show your video to more people out there. If that phase is successful, then on to more and more until it goes viral. As a small YouTuber, the first day you get like what, 10 views? And they're pretty much all from the same IP address, you know, your home, your mom, your sister, your brother, your wife, yourself. Anybody else watches your own videos? I don't. Who does that? No, I don't. For bigger channels it might work. For smaller channels it's a disadvantage, the 2-hour window or the 24-hour window. Then again, maybe it's just me. I don't know. And here I want to talk about my first mistake. Well, maybe not a mistake, but from a strategic point of business view, a grave error. I don't have a niche. What really helps is having a really tight-knit, focused niche. Picture this for a minute. If I was a fishing channel, I would talk about fish and fishing all day. What rods I use, what fish I catch, what lakes I fish on. I would collab with other fishing channels, I would go to conventions and meet other like-minded fish individuals. YouTube would know exactly to what category of channels and people and viewers to serve my content to. Over time I would be known as this fishing guy and maybe even become a face or a voice to this community. Tip: define your niche and the Lady Luck algorithm will be definitely a bit more on your side. I'm making videos about literally everything. It's not quite like a vlog channel and it's not quite like education as well. YouTube does not know to whom to show my content. One could argue that my niche is me, my personality. And I'm beginning to suspect that that's what it comes down to. And I accept that this road is much more riskier, but the rewards, man, are ever so much sweeter. I've seen countless videos of people getting stuck in their niche and then becoming really unhappy. If I was talking about fishing all day, and then all of a sudden I decided to talk about hunting, well, then I might make the change gradually. But what if I move to a big city and start talking about cars instead? You know, how fixing them or painting them, racing them, then all that hard work for years and years of investment would be just gone. With my personality being my niche, I'm not limited to one thing only. I can switch topics all the time and I can go wherever I like. The freedom, I love the freedom. But I do understand the power of branding and a focused message. I'm consciously not making my thumbnails the same, as I'm really loving this creative freedom, which is so important to me. But I do have an underlying tone and style in every video, which hopefully ties this channel together in one big picture, which maybe takes more time, maybe more years to really develop. Wisdom, philosophy, self-development, curiosity. That's my lens of looking at the world. That's my filter through which I create my videos. That's my magnet with which I draw my audience and build my community. I know it's not as popular as gaming, fashion, product reviews, tutorials, vlogs, or food, some of the most popular niches on YouTube, but I believe in it. And I want to, like I said, to live with it for years. Lesson: if you are passionate about one thing that you could talk about for years, then do that. Making videos about one subject and getting really good at talking about that is power. In time you will become known in the community and you will become the authority. And people will get invested in you. Your titles and your thumbnails will all reflect that one style and one voice that will give your channel this sense of brand and this clear, focused energy. And your growth is much faster. If you want longest investment and creative freedom, then prepare to grind on. Here's what is working. The main thing is persistence, patience. Be prepared to create a video a week for years without expecting anything in return. Channels blow up because the viewers, they get invested in the creators. And that takes time. Remember, the world does not owe you any success, but when that does happen, be very careful with it. Quickly come, quickly go. Work smart and hard. Build something that you can be proud of. Make more videos, aka buy more lottery tickets. But put in more time and quality instead of just quantity. Get down with the basics if you haven't done so, but remember that in the end it's all up to you in terms of making subjective art. Become 1% better every time. Explore new opportunities, which means that be open to collabs, interviews, and whatever YouTube offers you. Live sessions, premieres, shorts, community tags. Shorts have been really working out for me. I did not want to make TikTok content, but I'm actually really loving putting my ideas into 1-minute videos, and I love trying out new things. And I will probably stop doing that when everybody jumps on that train. So right now is a good time to just, you know, check it out. I did join like 5 Facebook groups and they were fine in the beginning. I did find several friends from there. Lots of interesting conversations going on. A lot of desperate people as well who only want just sub for sub. In the end, I felt that it was just a waste of my time because I had nothing new to learn and it was taking the time away from me actually creating my videos. So be careful with that. Quick tip to all who are almost at 1000 subs. Don't be afraid to monetize your channel when you get to that, because YouTube after all is a business. It's just business. And it will care about more about the channels that they can sell ads on than the ones that they can't. It's just simple return. There are millions of channels out there all competing for the top spot, and why should the channel who makes $0 for YouTube be on that top spot? It's just business. So monetize away. But the most important thing, don't do it solely for the money. If you hate the grind, if you are not growing as a human being while doing it, if you make yourself and others around you miserable by constantly complaining about the stress of putting out mediocre content, then maybe you're much happier doing something else instead. Do it for the right reasons and it does not feel work at all. And please don't go to the route of sub for sub. Buying empty subscribers to blow up your sub numbers but only get like 10% of views from them. It is really obvious and it will start to mess with your mind. Unless you're like yay close to your 1000 subs and you're about to lose all the yearly work because of the reset, then I understand. I believe you clicked on this video to gain some motivation, so let me motivate you. Would you not work for 5 years straight without any recognition, without any return, if you knew for a fact that in year 6 you will blow up and you will achieve financial freedom? Would you not work for even 10 years without any pay, but then you know that after that 10 years you will never have to work again in your life. That is an incredible return of your investment from your time and focus and energy. In YouTube, I know that it's not guaranteed. That's why it's called a leap of faith. But good things have always come to those who wait. Work, in this case. And hey, if you're learning something on the way and you're having fun, then it's not time wasted. So far, this was an amazing year for me. I did my first collab about happiness. Thanks again so much for you, Sean at Sean's Magical Odyssey. And my first interview about how to overcome bullying with Trish at Try with Trish. Thank you so much, darling. It was a blast. I went from shy to confident and kind of got the better sense of my style, of where I'm going with this. I still know that I must not be afraid of being more opinionated and telling what I truly feel. But I am so proud of myself for coming this far and not quitting like I did so many times before. I really feel that I've grown as a person, and that is a massive change compared to my just 145 magnificent subscribers. So now for the second year I will focus on this. Not so much on fancy editing, but more on delivering authentic, original content from my heart. I think I will do a little bit of rebranding to fit my own style that is now finally emerging, and I will embrace this niche of just some dude who's talking about stuff he sees in the world, and hey, maybe somebody will like it. As a business strategy, I will be starting to look into the trends of the world, and every once in a while create a video that at the moment is being searched often. Other times I create videos that gives me the utmost joy, as they will draw the like-minded individuals to me, which matters the most. My own gang, my own tribe, my own friends. I will keep making YouTube shorts for a couple of months more, until I no longer feel that they will serve my purpose, and then I will stop. They're a really nice new way of getting the taste of me out there, and I dig new stuff. YouTube for me is about staying active, thinking about cool stuff all the time, learning to focus my thoughts into a storied form, structured storied form, and of course meeting cool new people. Think about what YouTube means to you, and hey, go nuts. If you're still listening, then thank you so much, you are amazing. And if you just keep at it, you will hit it big one day. Just continue to get better and better and better and better every time. I will continue logging my journey here on every 2 to 3 months of what's been happening, and maybe, you know, help you along the way as well, or at least keep you entertained. Feel free to ask me anything, and I will be happy to reply. Thanks again for listening this long monologue. I hope you learned something, and I'll catch you in the next one. Happy creating.